Well, Danny Bill, of course, one of those fighters from France, come out here, proved himself, and but not quite good enough to beat Sakmongkol.
Here's Billy Ubeda from Holland, the former Chakaliki champion.
And he has a real tough assignment here today against Sakmongkol. Well, there's Sakmongkol performing the Wakru Ra Muay. Tell us, Sifu, about this ritual of Muay Thai.
Well, the Waiku plays a very important part in Muay Thai, as it's showing respect to the teacher and the founders of the sport, and also respect to the heritage of Thailand and their religion.
Well, Sakmongkol finishes his Wakru Ra Muay ritual that some say goes back more than 2,000 years. The referee now bringing both fighters into the centre ring to give his final instruction before 5 rounds of Muay Thai gets underway. Ubeda, well, he's a little unknown in Thailand, although the reputation in Europe says that he is up to the first-class standards of Muay Thai. Well, let's see how he goes against Sakmongkol. Well, he couldn't have picked a tougher opponent than the Thai champion.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a problem with Ubeda putting a show on, because the Dutch would not send a boxer over here. They know how the Thais are, and they certainly know Sakmongkol's reputation. So I think this boy's going to come out strong and really do his job.
Well, Holland's had some many great fighters over the years. Raymond Decker, remember a few times he's come out here. He's really put on some fine performances, and let's see if Ubeda can keep up to those same standards. And he looks like he's got those flashing roundhouse kicks to start the proceedings off. Now he goes grappling. Now, in terms of tactics, Sifu, I'd be a little careful if I was Ubeda and going grappling against Sakmongkol, who's an extremely tough fighter.
Yeah, I think that Ubeda is definitely fighting the Dutch style of fighting, which is probably closer to the Thai system than most European countries. You can see they use a lot of the turning back kicks and very hard punching, and they come out very strong in the first round trying to impress people. And what they forget is that the referees and the judges aren't impressed in the first round. They normally sit back and make the distance. The Thais are happy when they do this. They're tiring them out.
That's true, and there's the pressure being applied now by Sakmongkol, forcing Ubeda onto the canvas with that strong grappling, and as well as coping against the grappling.
That's a turning back kick, a roundhouse kick. It's a real famous kick in Thailand, not often seen now because not many people can do it, but it was a perfect execution, although the timing was out and missed.
Well, there's Ubeda now showing his style in grappling against Sakmongkol. Sakmongkol with the grappling irons on around the shoulders and the head of Ubeda. Ubeda now coming in with some wild punches, misses the mark by a good couple of centimetres at least, and now he's back in the centre of the ring. I did notice that Sakmongkol's doing a few charges now as he comes in with puts the vice-like grappling irons across the shoulder regions of Ubeda.
Oh, there goes Ubeda. He's trying to come through with a straight. He's king-heading. He's a headhunter. He's trying to get the one on. He thinks that he can take Sakmongkol out with a one punch. I think he's making a bad mistake.
And there's Sakmongkol using teep push kicks now to keep Ubeda at bay. Ubeda looking a bit reckless now as he tries to look at the opportunity of charging in on the Sakmongkol.
Well, there he goes again. There he goes again.
How effective is that reverse type kick that he does? He takes his eyes.
Oh, there it's again. It's again. He's headhunting.
But he takes his eyes right off the target area, which could be very dangerous against a fighter like Sakmongkol. Sakmongkol goes for the elbow now. Stands back from Ubeda. Ubeda from Holland, stalking now on to Sakmongkol. Sakmongkol uses the elbow one more time, misses its mark, and there goes the bell to end the round. We'll pick up the slow motion here of Sakmongkol up against Ubeda. There's Ubeda swinging around. There's the elbow there. Missed its mark, fortunately, for Ubeda.
You see that turning back kick there is in Thai they call it Jalake Fak Hang, which means the crocodile swings its tail. It's a real famous kick here, but not many practitioners use it because it's dangerous. You have to be on the mark.
And you do take your eyes off your opponent too, which can be very dangerous unless you really know what you're doing. There's Ubeda now. Gets in close. Sakmongkol applying pressure, keeping him away. Sakmongkol holding his ground now in the centre of the ring. Elbow again.
Good elbow.
Elbow by Sakmongkol. Referee having a close look at Ubeda. Thought he might have been cut with that one, but no damage so far. As the grappling irons go on, referee breaks. Now, why did the referee break that grapple?
Well, there's nowhere for it to go. They're both locked up. There's no way out. It's slowing the pace of the fight down.
And there's the pressure now by Sakmongkol as he forces Ubeda onto the canvas. Up gets Ubeda. Out goes Sakmongkol into the grapple one more time. And then once again the referee instructing the fighters to break. And Sakmongkol stands in the center of the ring and wants to go slugging.
His distance now. He's getting his distance. Look, he's working on that stomach. What he's doing is he's going downstairs and he's going to fly upstairs in a minute. You watch.
And now Sakmongkol with those push kicks finally gets in close, applies the grappling irons, pushes Ubeda onto the ropes. Referee sees the gloves touching the ropes and breaks the grapple. Out goes Sakmongkol again. He's got his sights set on by a solid roundhouse kick. The great lefty, as he's known, applies that left roundhouse kick, and Ubeda now feeling the heat of Sakmongkol. And what would you be doing if you were Ubeda at the moment, Sifu? Would you keep on trying to go grappling?
I certainly wouldn't be there clashing. I'd be keeping my distance. I've got good long legs. I'd be using those legs and punching. Well, there we go. Sakmongkol's got a problem with his elbow. His elbow's dropped.
He could be dislocated his shoulder by the looks of things.
He's got a problem there. It's dropped. You can see it sticking out.
And Sakmongkol in big trouble. The referee's saying keep on fighting. He's not going to give you any reprieve. And this is Ubeda's chance, because obviously Sakmongkol is suffering from that, what appears to be a dislocated shoulder. Now he goes into the grapple.
He had a major problem, Patrick, about 2 weeks before the fight at his training camp, where he dislocated his shoulder doing in a fall while they were pumping. And you can clearly see there it affected him and he was hurt.
Well, how can he keep on going grappling with a dislocated shoulder? That shake takes a great amount of pain-killing substance inside your brain to be able to stop that sort of situation, but that doesn't stop Sakmongkol, though.
That pain-killing substance is 100,000 people watching you. You know, if he loses this, it's like Thailand loses against Holland. They can't do that. He's got to show form. He's got to be there at his best.
Sakmongkol now fighting with pride. He's got a dislocated shoulder, but he's still staying in there. No reprieve from the referee. The referee now hears the bell sound, and Ubeda goes over to his corner, and Sakmongkol no doubt gets some treatment for that shoulder, and obviously looking very painful at the moment.
Yeah, Patrick, look at that slow motion replay there. That technique's the very same technique Nampon knocked out Ramendekar in Holland with. Ramendekar came in with a turning back kick around Jalake Van Hak, or crocodile kick, and at the same time Nampon kicked him with a crescent kick.
And there's the slow motion of that dislocated shoulder of Sakmongkol as he's wreathing in agony there. Well,
that must hurt. That must hurt.
Well, I'd say that most fighters would probably call it quits after sort of dislocating his shoulder. It'd be very hard to continue on. But knowing the caliber, knowing the diamond heart of Sakmongkol, I would say he'll keep on fighting.
Yeah, I think now the referee's unaware that it's actually dislocated. There's Mohammed Atassu, one of the promoters from Holland. He's brought some fighters across here for this fight as well.
Well, look, the situation now with Sakmongkol being damaged with the dislocated elbow.
There it is again. You see that turning back kick? He caught Sakmongkol right on the jaw with that one.
And
he's coming in hard. Sakmongkol's hurt.
Obviously, he's feeling the effect of that dislocated shoulder, and he's been given the countdown now.
Oh no, he's taking the count. One, his arm's hurt, he can't fight back. He took that turning back kick right on the jaw. It staggered him a bit, and then the Dutch boy came flying in there. Look at him, he's opening up.
Ubeda now realising that he has the chance of beating the great Thai champion Sakmongkol, is full of confidence as he moves it on to Sakmongkol. Sakmongkol been given the count in the second round. That puts him right behind on points. And now Ubeda under pressure now as Sakmongkol shows his strength as he forces Ubeda on.
You know something now, Patrick? Sakmongkol's lost one of his weapons. He can't throw a straight punch now. That's his arm that's hurt. He has no backup punch. He's got to replace that by using his knee now and grappling.
Well, after being given the count by the referee, he's behind on points. He's been damaged in the sense that he's not able to use his shoulder, and that restricts his weapons. What would you do if you're Sakmongkol right now?
I'd be using those powerful leg kicks and working on the Dutchman's legs, because the Dutchman's never come across a boxer of this caliber before, and I think I'd wear him down. I'd try and wear him down on the legs and giving me a bit of space so he doesn't come in and clinch.
But there's Sakmongkol favouring his right fist now. He can't really use his left. And also there he is getting in close with the roundhouse kick, firing in the knees. And Sakmongkol called the great lefty, mainly because of the fact that he throws that sweeping, hard driving roundhouse kick, usually aimed at the thighs or the rib cage, and no doubt he'll be using that weapon as this fight continues. There goes Sakmongkol, favouring that elbow, that shoulder all the time. He's really got no power on that left anymore.
You can see when he clinches, he can't even hold at the back. Look at it, it's just hanging there.
It's been confined to his kicks, and there he goes in with the grapple. Now on goes the knee strikes, and he gets the opportunity.
It's so limp there. It's really affecting him. And I think the Dutch boy knows this. He senses this, and he's starting to come in real strong now. He's trying to close the gap up there, I think, Patrick.
Ubeda.
Oh, there's another elbow and another one.
Chance. Gets in close to Sakmongkol, and Sakmongkol just pushes him away. Great tenacity by Sakmongkol to stay in the ring. Obviously hurt badly by his elbow, that shoulder, should I say. And now you see the way Sakmongkol is getting down to business now.
The Dutchman's
with hard right punches. Down goes Ubeda.
He's going to get a count.
Certainly.
Bring it back equal now. They're going to come back equal.
That was a very hard right hand thrown by Sakmongkol, and Ubeda has now been given the full count. Obviously that hard punch of Sakmongkol landed with the right arm because his left has been maimed by a dislocated...
There's that turning back kick that hit him. That got him right on the jaw there. Did you see that?
He's thrown that kick a couple of times, and that time he did connect, and this is where Sakmongkol got the count. There's the referee walking in. Now, why did the referee give him a technical count there? Was Sakmongkol protested?
Because Sakmongkol never fought back, and he didn't have his guard up, mainly because I don't think he could lift his arm.
Yes, he was upset about that call, though, and then he came back twice as hard, and then he knocks down Ubeda with that right hand punch, and that's all he's got really left at the moment. His punches, and his right hand punch, and he, of course, his knees and kicks. Now,
he's scared Ubeda now. Ubeda's scared.
Yes, well, certainly.
Ubeda's realised he's felt the fury of Sakmongkol now, and I think that he's scared. You look at him, he's trying to lock on now and keep out of that power range of Sakmongkol.
Now, realising that he wants to finish off the fight early if he can. He's got a dislocated shoulder, it's popped out a couple of times in this contact. Then he goes hard with a knee strike. Those flying knees of Sakmongkol really are first class. I'd say there's no greater fighter in Muay Thai at the moment that can execute those knee strikes as well as Sakmongkol.
Well, he's certainly one of the hardest. Look at him, he's clinching in there. He's having a problem with that arm holding. He can't push them out. So he tries to break it up using his elbows. They're locking on and relying on the referee to pull the break.
There's Sakmongkol using the roundhouse kick, the left roundhouse kick. He likes to favour the left kick. Then he gets into grappling. Referee has a look and says stalemate and breaks the grapple. Sakmongkol, the great lefty, damaged here with his dislocated shoulder. Head-high kick again by Ubeda.
Oh, there's another elbow. He's coming across. Oh, there's a turning back elbow by Ubeda. It didn't hit, but if it did, oh.
Ubeda now puts the grapple back onto Sakmongkol. Sakmongkol stands back, then comes in with the left roundhouse kick, charges him with a knee, then he pins Ubeda into the corner.
Ubeda's got a bad cut there over his lip there. It's quite a wide cut. It's not bleeding, but it must be hurting him because he's catching a lot of punches there on the face.
Well, Sakmongkol may be wounded with that recurring shoulder injury with a dislocated shoulder, but he certainly is putting a lot of pressure onto Ubeda at the moment. Ubeda under pressure by one of the great champions of all time in Muay Thai, Sakmongkol. He's wounded, but he's fighting hard.
They're starting to tire. Both boxers are tiring here. Sakmongkol's trying to really wear him down by coming in with an attack and then locking up on him so
there's the
Ubeda
strength of Sakmongkol. You see that strength there again, Sifu, the way in which he just pushes down Ubeda as if Ubeda wasn't even there. But there's a solid punch by Ubeda.
There's a right hand there, caught Sakmongkol right on the jaw.
Probably the other fighter would have went down by that sort of punch, but Sakmongkol just took it in his stride. Now Sakmongkol standing back from Ubeda. Ubeda comes in hard.
There's another elbow there.
Into the grapple they go again.
You can see, look, Sakmongkol can't lock up. I think the referee's aware of it, and because you can see that Sakmongkol can't lock on the clinching because of his hand.
What can the referee do, though? Could he stop the fight because of dislocation, or would he allow it keep on going?
No, the boxer's corner should throw the towel in, or the doctor, but it's obvious that Sakmongkol can continue to a certain extent, so therefore I don't think they'll stop the fight.
In terms of the point scoring now, both fighters have been given knockdowns against each other because of those punches, so it would be very even now as we go towards the end of the third.
Yeah, I see Sakmongkol coming up here.
There's that knee strike
Look at
again.
that flying knee. That was a perfect execution.
He must have landed that flying knee 5 or 6 times in this contest. Now Sakmongkol takes another strong punch by Ubeda. Ubeda not giving up. He comes in, but there comes Sakmongkol back in hard. Fires in the elbow that misses.
Well, Patrick, this is truly electrifying. Look at these people. There's over 100,000 people here to look at these boxers. Look at that.
And I'd say that every one of them would be a fan of Sakmongkol. He really is one of the great champions of Muay Thai.
Sakmongkol is one of the hardest kickers that I have ever seen. I've been here over 10 years, been involved with Muay Thai. There's a sample there. He kicked him once and he can't continue. He's got to get a standing 8 count.
Well, that now puts Sakmongkol well and truly in the box position.
It's over.
It's over,
it's
is
over.
it?
He gave up.
Well,
he's given up.
Well, Sakmongkol, despite the fact that he's had a dislocated shoulder, popped out 5 times I counted in that contest.
Sakmongkol's broken his arm. He broke the Holland man's arm. He broke Perry's arm.
Well, the cameras were in long range. Let's pick up the slow motion. It was a hell of a kick, that kick of Sakmongkol.
Look,
Watch it again.
Continue. One more comes.
There's Sakmongkol.
There again.
There was 2 kicks fired in on the shoulder region.
It just goes to show you the power of that kick that Sakmongkol executed there. You think the pain Sakmongkol went through in that fight, and now the pain this Dutch boy must be going through to actually stop the fight.
Maybe he's broken his arm, although maybe it was just the power of those roundhouse kicks of Sakmongkol have stopped yet another fighter. Not the first time that Sakmongkol has stopped a top-class fighter in Muay Thai.